guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, as you could tell from the title of this video, we are going to be talking a little bit about decluttering and reorganizing. I didn't do a huge declutter. This wasn't like a big clean out or anything like that, but I did get some items out of my collection. They're the ones in this bag behind me, and I'm going to show you a little bit of before footage of my makeup drawer, and later on I'll show you some after footage, and we're gonna go through the bag of things that I decluttered, and I'm gonna show it to you, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't want it anymore in my collection. So I'll put some timestamps down below so that you can jump forward a little bit in this video, but for now, let me show you the before. So let me show you the area where I store my makeup and get ready. So out there is the melting snow. This is my sofa setup with my TV over here, and this is where I sit with my mirror and put my makeup on. And it works really well that that drawer there is full of makeup. The problem is though, that drawer is busting at its seams right now, and because of that, things are moving there and staying there, and then at the same time I take things out of there in order to go and film in my bedroom, which is where I film. So I then end up putting things into trays to transport them back and forth, and because that is just not at all big enough to store the makeup that I have now, it never really makes its way back in. There's even possibly a couple little samples of makeup up here, but I want to make sure that things aren't staying up there or staying there, and the way for that to happen is to declutter and also to set up a system where it's really easy to put things back. Also here you'll see my TARDIS cookie jar. That's my bow. I used to do archery. And right there, if you can see that, that burn in my sofa is why these little IKEA mirrors now has paper tape to the back of it, because the other side is convex and the sun started coming in, bouncing off of that and lighting my couch on fire, which is not what you want. So this is the before state. My plan is to put a sheet down on the ground, get everything out, lay it out, do a declutter, and then start fresh with putting everything into the drawers. And I'm also going to use this drawer, clear out the stuff that's in there. It's just crap. It's like some old candle holders and a DVD and, you know, extension cord. So that will also become part of the makeup storage system so that I can have both drawers out, do my makeup, put things back, close up the drawers, and have it be neat and tidy. That's the plan. Okay, now I didn't end up filming the actual decluttering because it was more reorganizing than anything else, and I just was watching some TV while I did it. So what I did is I threw the items I was getting rid of, not a huge number, into this bag. It's been about a week since I did that, so I remember a couple of things and a lot of things I don't, and I've avoided looking in here. And I thought, let's pull them out one by one. I will give you my thoughts. I will tell you why it is coming out of my collection, and maybe keep you from buying something that you're not going to enjoy, or maybe you'll find something that I didn't like, but you feel like it's perfect for you. I'll tell you right now that I didn't really get rid of very many foundations or eyeshadow palettes or lipsticks. There were just mostly sort of base products, I think, that I got rid of, but I'm kind of really forgetting right now. So let's start pulling out items. Okay, so the first one I'm going to declutter here is the Pixie by Petra Blush Highlight Duo. I did a review on this. I have never reached for this since I did the review of it because I find the highlighter to be chalky and not that shiny, and I find the blush to be a little too highlightish. But this is one that really has had barely any use, so I'm going to pass it along and see if somebody in my family would love to use something like this, because hey, maybe it's somebody's favorite highlighter. It's just not for me, and since I wasn't reaching for it, better to pass it on to someone else. This one I know what it is. This was my blush experiment. Again, I'll link this video down below, but there was a loose blush that I have, and I actually still have that blush in my collection. But I tried to press it to see if you could take a loose powder and make it into a pressed powder. The answer is not very well. I think there's some additives and things in there that actually keep a pressed powder pressed. I know this was a slippery container to put it in, but it just sort of cracked and fell apart right away. Because I have so much of it still left as a loose powder and this just isn't being used, I'm just gonna toss this out, clean this out, and reuse the container. MAC powder. I do not know when I bought this. This is a Studio Fix powder, and you can see it's been well loved. It's hit pan, and I can't really get at the powder that's around there. And honestly, this is probably like 5 to 6 years old, and it just needs to go. Although I think I can recycle this, so this will probably be going back to the MAC store. And I think this is, oh no, it's not. This is my Maybelline Cushion Foundation. I actually really did enjoy this, but it's gotten to the point where I've used it so much that there's not a whole lot left in the actual cushion. So I'm gonna toss this out. There was a part of my mind that was thinking like, no, you can buy these air puffs and like new sponges on Amazon, and then maybe I can like fill it with like sunscreen, because I saw once this whole video about other things you can do with these containers. And then in the summer you could have like a little air puff and a sponge full of sunscreen. So when you're out and you want to put on some more sunscreen but not ruin your makeup, you could go in and sort of press it on the points of your face where you want it more sunscreen. But honestly, that's probably not gonna happen. So I'm gonna toss this out, and I am interested in trying more cushion foundations. That's the only one that I've used so far, and I really enjoyed the convenience of it. Okay, what's this? Oh, yeah. I did a Glamour Dolls haul, and this, oh, it's gotten a little separated. This I thought was gonna be so cool. It's a glitter eyeliner, but the glitter was too like not concentrated enough in it. Oh, I'll take this out of here and show you. Focus on my wrist. Oh, also don't hold it upside down. See if you can see it. You know, you can barely see it there, and that's because, oh, there's like no glitter in it. It's not very concentrated. And there were two things. I didn't like that it wasn't very concentrated. It's kind of in this oily sort of thing, and it also felt like there was glitter getting in my eyes. So I don't think this is good for anyone. I would think about giving it away, but I think it should just be tossed. Also, it's been near my eyes, so not a great thing to share. Oh, I'm getting rid of this BB cream. Way back when I was doing my BB cream series, I tried this out. It was not one of my favorites. I feel like it just sat on top of the skin, was a little too orange, and just moved around a lot. I might see if somebody in my family wants this, you know, if they just want a little bit of light coverage and the skin tone matches, but if not, it's just getting tossed out. Oh, I have a big compact here, and I think I know what this is. Bare Minerals powder. I did a review on this as well. Oh, see, this one I keep going back and forth on because I really don't like the matte side of this. It does like nothing, and it's very white and chalky. The glow side of this is like fairly pretty. It's like a finishing powder that gives a bit of, well, you can't really see on there, but it does give a tiny bit of glow. See, if I play with this too much, I'm gonna wanna keep it, but I never reach for it. So this one I'm definitely going to pass along and see if my sister wants it, because she might really enjoy what this offers and the glow side of it. If you want a subtle highlight or, you know, finishing powder on the part of your face that you want to have a little bit of glow, it can be nice for that, but I'm just not using it. So I'm gonna find somebody else who will love it. Another BB cream. I've used this a bit recently, but I just find I'm not reaching for it that much. And again, this might be something that somebody in my family or friend group wants to try, and for me, I just wanted it out of my collection. I wasn't using it for swatches, I wasn't using it on the day-to-day, and it was just taking up space. What do we got here? I have no idea what this is. Oh, yes I do. It's mascara. I really like this mascara. This is my favorite lower lash mascara. It's just too old, it needs to be thrown out. I kept it for a little while just to show off the brush on this, and I'll tell you why this is my favorite lower lash mascara. You can see the curved plastic short bristled brush. So if you held it like this with the curve going upwards, these pieces up here at the top were perfect for getting your lower lashes. And I've told you before, I'm the messiest lower lash mascara person, and this kept it neat and tidy. So I'm thinking of repurchasing, but I like to try new products, which leads me to rarely repurchase the same things, but I really, really enjoyed it. Oh, this is a sample. I can tell what this is. This is a sample of the NARS Soft Matte Creamy Concealer. I actually really love this. The sample that matched my skin type the most, I completely used up. But the other two aren't really going to do anything for me, and it was starting to dry out, so I couldn't keep using the sample, but I really liked it. It makes me want to go and buy the full size. I think this is another, no, I thought it was gonna be a mascara. This is a Joe Fresh Illuminating Concealer that I just kept trying to love and just wasn't happening. It's very, very light coverage, and I don't mind an under eye concealer being light coverage. It did lighten the area, but it felt like it never dried down or meshed with my skin. It just moved all over the place. And it was like the more you tried to blend it in, it just disappeared. And so getting rid of it. And I know there's another concealer in here that's like that. Oh, this is just a really old concealer. I know what this is. This is one of the first under eye concealers that I bought when I started watching YouTube, and not because anybody recommended this. This is the Revlon Age Defying Targeted Dark Spot Concealer Treatment. I was looking for the Maybelline Age Rewind. I was in a drugstore. I forgot what it was that everybody used to rave about, and I was looking for the thing with the little fuzzy top on it, and I got this, and this is not the same fuzzy top thing, and you can see it's just gross. It's like the concealer comes out through that hole, but it doesn't really, it's not good. It's not good. I don't know why it's been there for so long, so I'm getting rid of it. Reaching into my bag again. Okay, it's another Glamour Dolls eyeliner. This one I am going to pass along, I think. There's a reason I'm getting rid of this, and another reason as I'm sitting here looking at it. So it's a dual-ended eyeliner, but it's pretty rough and scratchy, and I just found when I tried to do my waterline with this, the color just wasn't taking, and I have so many other black eyeliners that are much better than this one. But also looking at this now, not loving the name of this. For those of you who don't know, that term is actually a very derogatory slur to a group of people. So I'm getting this out of my collection. Oh, I feel another compact, and I don't know what this is. Bronze Essentials. Do you remember this? This came in a BoxyCharm a couple of months ago, and it's the weirdest, not great bronzer because it's like shimmer, shimmer, bronzer, bronzer, bronzer. All the bronzer is orange. You can't get into it without getting like weird highlight stuff, which you don't really want for bronzer. Like, look, that's like a copper eyeshadow. And you're like, okay, well, I could just use it as a copper eyeshadow, but I have so much better actual copper eyeshadows. And like, look how, here, I'll show you how orange the actual bronzer is. Like orange, straight up orange. Reaching into the bag once again. Yeah, another mascara. This was a mascara that I received in my very first BoxyCharm I ever got. I don't think I ever did a review on this. It was before I started doing videos. It gave crazy long lashes. Like, look at the size of this wand on here. But it's just too old, so it is going. One more time reaching in. Not just one more, 10 more times. I think two of these things are the same, but let me try to get one. Yeah, this terrible little Manicadar highlighter bronzer. Look how tiny this is. Look, I did a whole review on this and just bad, 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 bad product. And I think there's another one in here. Yes. And they're blush, and I just do not like them as a company. So no, thank you. They're not even good for doing swatches of other blushes against because nobody has those. I think there's like 3 more things in here. What's this one? Oh, this is a very old Maybelline New York Eye Studio eyeliner that's like totally dried up. I remember being okay, but I got it pretty early in my makeup journey and I just wasn't skilled enough to use it at that point, and it dried up pretty quickly. Okay. Oh, this was the Ipsy and Aurora concealer. It wasn't good. I did a review on it. I'll link it down below. This again was the same issue as the other concealer, is that it never really dried down, and as soon as you blended it out, it was gone. It was like useless. Okay, there's like 3 more things in here. No, 2 more things in here. It's like a reverse unboxing. It's like an unboxing of things I'm getting rid of, a deboxing. I know what one of these things is. Oh no, you know what? These are two products from the same company. These are these two Peak products. Now, one of these is a little cream blush, and it's not a bad product at all, although it's not very pigmented, but I'm just not ever reaching for it. And you know what? This is the kind of thing that my little nieces would love because, you know, it looks like a little doll toy item of some kind. And this is their black primer, which is like impossible to open. Look at how tiny this is. And like, I can't even get my hands on it to open it. There we go. It was the black eyeshadow primer, which again, I'll link the review down below, and it just wasn't like matte black enough to really do anything, and I have not reached for it since I finished testing it. So that tells me it's time for it to move along. So now that we've gone through everything that is leaving my collection, let me show you the after video.
Okay guys, so this is the after, and I know it still looks a little crazy, but let me explain to you my thoughts here. Over on this side, we have base makeup. So I've got all my foundations along the top. I've got my beauty sponges and blenders. Along here, I've got primers and setting sprays, and then face powders and concealers, which I only have 2 of right now. Blush is down here. These are highlighters, and then we get into contour and bronzer. And it's all laid out so that I can see everything. And it's actually led me just even about the week or so that I've been doing this to use products I haven't used in a while because I see them all there. Over here is all the fun, colorful stuff. So lip products are in there and in there. Here I have extra brushes that won't fit in my brush container over here. Eyeshadow palettes, eyeshadow singles and crayons. And then I have my brow products, my mascaras, and my eyeliners. And that is the whole system. And I can pull these 2 drawers out, sit down here with my mirror, do my makeup, and easily put it all back, and everything has its place, and there's even a little bit of extra room here and there. So that I am very happy with how this all came out.
That's everything, guys. If you like these kind of declutter, organizing, seeing what I'm getting rid of for my collection videos, give this a big old thumbs up in the boop-a-doo-doo down below, whatever is down there. And while you're down there, hit subscribe or click on my face. And let's also watch another one of my videos. And then you can go and watch all the reviews down below of all the stuff I'm getting rid of. That's it for me, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.